That's not a good sign. Oh boy. Turn that down. Turn that up. Turn that down. Turn that up. Okay. So, insecurity. Let's see. Insecurity is insecurity is feeling feeling not secure. The idea that anyone could be insufficient for who they are. The idea that anyone is just dumb or just bad for who they are. It's funny because this idea when you feel bad about yourself in that way, when you feel bad about yourself in that way, you one way to alleviate that bad feeling is to tell it to other people. To say to yourself or to them that they're worse than you in that same way that you feel bad about yourself. And that takes some of the heat off. for a little bit. But that happens enough, and you get a world full of humans who think just I'm shit and you're shit, and everyone's shit and everything's shit. Because there's been such a long period of people tearing each other down and tearing themselves down. Somehow there came this idea that humans want to be perfect, that anyone should want to be perfect. Or to strive for some ideal. The problems of this planet today the large-scale ones that most humans are occupied with, and that we're all stuck in. To say that they all come from one thing would be an oversimplification. So, here we go, making an oversimplification. They come from a sense of insecurity in humans. A sense of insecurity and a lack of knowing what to do about it. basically humans have been lying to themselves about who they are, how they work, what they're here for. What life is, why it's worthwhile. Humans have been lying to themselves. And it started as a way of trying to feel better about themselves, but after going on for a long time, and really it didn't have to go on for very long before this became the case, but it just makes humans feel worse about themselves. Who they are, where they live. Their place in the universe. Because feeling superior you get a bit of a emotional boost from that. You get a positive feeling from that for a short amount of time, but when that feeling or that idea of superiority is something that continues for a long time, when it is a long-term thing, then it just becomes a tension in life that you need to stay superior. And that idea of superiority was just an act in the first place. So you need to keep finding new ways to act superior. And if it's gone on long enough that you believe that it's true, you believe that that's how it has to be, then when you fail to appear superior, you will feel bad about yourself. And so this is the situation that most humans are in today. Putting on a false face of a kind of human that has never really existed, but somehow everyone is expected to be. And when inevitably in public or in private, you fail to meet that standard, you feel bad about yourself. You may even berate yourself or shame yourself. For being the way that all beings are and always have been and always will be. For not being like a fantasy ideal. It's like if over time it became a norm in human society that everyone pretends to be a superhero, and when everyone fails to be a superhero because superheroes are made up and no one's ever been a superhero. Humans believe the norm enough that they still think that there's something wrong with them. They think that they really should have been a superhero, and they're quick to be harsh on themselves for not living up to that. But how does one relieve this insecurity? How does one move to a place of security where they can appreciate themselves for who they are, and they can appreciate everyone else for who they are just as much. And there's no need for a feeling of superiority and inferiority. Well, we've tried several things over our life. The thing that has worked best for us so far has been modern psychology and therapy, but mostly self-help, more so than going to a practitioner. Because emotional systems of humans as well as other animals are something that has been studied and can be understood. And learning about how such systems work gives you the tools that you need to start to heal and start to find inner strength and peace and security, not in the success or failure of attempts to reach some ideal, but in simply being. There are many resources that are freely or cheaply available online as well as in books and many other things, I'm sure. In the description of this video, we're going to link to the books and YouTube channels, and probably that's it, unless we can think of something else that have helped us come to a place of security and appreciation and emotional regulation. hopefully you can be helped by those resources as well, and we can start to have some clarity about what is really going on and what really needs to change and what doesn't. And then when that happens, we can help make the world a better place to live while also enjoying ourselves and living really full and fulfilling and exciting and passionate lives. And when we say we here, we mean the people on this planet. Not just the humans, all the people, but probably most of the people watching this video will be humans. And most of the people who are in need of doing some emotional work are humans. We want to live in a world where most, if not everyone, can see through the idea of generalized superiority or inferiority. Where most, if not all, humans can see that we're all truly equal. That there is no best or worst. Not on the level of real truth. There are certain beings who are more or less suited to certain tasks, but we are all more than the tasks that we do. The tasks that we do are maybe the most surface level part of us. There's so much more inside. Of all beings. And we want to live in a world where that can start to be really appreciated. And it isn't drowned out by the noise of what we can and can't accomplish, how useful we are, or what standard we can reach. Because living that way is a way of living where no one will ever be really satisfied. If you stake your value on superiority of any measure, you will always be outmatched. Because there are infinite beings in this universe. Of every kind of measure. We can all be who we are. That's all anyone ever needed to be.